Hello! Happy 2016 to everyone that is turning up. Yeah, I missed Tuesday, by the way. I was actually kind of sick, so I thought, hey, why not do something on Wednesday? Why not? And so, yeah, we're on the runway. Let's see what happens here. Uh, how was everybody's new year? We've got a lot of stuff going on. Feel free to ask me about Twinkies and things like that. I've discovered a couple of mods that I'm mucking around with. First of all, somebody added a giant city here. It makes absolutely no sense at all. But, hey, it means I could actually feel cool flying really fast and low over this city, huh? Awesome, huh? Wah! Yeah, this is so much fun. So much fun. I'm going to try flying down one of these streets. Let's see if I can do this. So anyway, yeah. Anybody wants to ask me about Twinkies and black holes and Death Stars? I am answering questions about that. Yeah, I don't know. Did anyone get any cool presents for Christmas? Oh my god, I just can't find any... Whoa, okay, apparently the ceilings, the roofs aren't properly colliding this. Whoa! Whoa! Oh dear. This would be pretty cool. How many Twinkies would it take to blow up that town? It would take more than one. Truthfully, it would depend on how big that Twinkie was. As I pointed out, if you had a 100,000 mile long Twinkie... Okay. Obviously, the collision meshes are a little off here. Now, the other mod I've got does some weird mesh changing, so that the hardware takes a bit of damage and looks all beat up, which is really kind of funny. I think it was like a 300 trillion ton. I like how there's a pharmacy and everything there. Sky is clearly hanging out, and she probably shouldn't be.
No, I'm just looking for a brush.
Well, this is not the place to find it. It's not so much soft body physics. I think it just randomly adds errors to the mesh, but we could try and find out. Let's do this. Up, and go into the ground. There, you see that? Isn't that cool? Whatever that is. I guess that kind of makes sense. I like the way the tires are just completely... They look like axes or something. Also, I noticed that each model is deformed equally? Is that right? Is that intentional? Wait a second. Okay, let's revert that to launch. I'm just really curious about it. How many Death Stars would it take to blow up the Twinkies that power them? Oh my god, that's a good question, because the size of the Twinkie was actually way bigger than the Death Star. It's bigger than the planet. Oh look, yeah, we've got this thing going on. I guess it, you know. There, let's see how this works. I'm deliberately doing this just to see how damaged this thing can look. That, I think, is not supposed to work. I'm applying the brakes, but clearly that isn't affecting these wheels. These wheels clearly have too many things. Any news on the two distant black holes that are pulling each other in? And what kind of drink today? I can't tell you about those drinks, but I am drinking tea. The reason I wasn't on last night was because I was feeling a little bit sick. I am, however, doing my Astronaut Space Club mug. If I could choose one Star Wars character to be, it would probably be Han Solo. I mean, let's face it. Actually, Wedge Antilles is pretty awesome, right? No commercial as you enter the room. Clearly I'm not making any money off of you guys. We also have clouds and everything. Can Darth Vader microwave a Twinkie so hot that even he could not eat it? Let me be clear. Darth Vader with his helmet could not eat a Twinkie. You know, it doesn't fit through the thing. You're going, I cannot eat this Twinkie. Luke, help me take this mask off. I want to eat a Twinkie. Please let me eat a Twinkie with my... yeah, Dennis Lawson, and he is the uncle of Ewan McGregor. So there was like a familial relationship between Obi-Wan Kenobi, or the actor who played Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Wedge Antilles. Darth Vader just eats a liquid diet, which is not very good, actually. The problem with liquid diets is they tend not to work. Your guts tend to get all messed up. Let's fire this and go even faster. I was losing a bit of speed here, but I guess I can now go full vertical. Why is the Gaming Patriot hosting me? Good lord, the Gaming Patriot must be... I guess that's just a nice thing to do. What the hell is that on the ground? That is the city of Kerbalville. I've no idea where... I just found it on Kerbal stuff and I thought, that's pretty cool. I'm going to have a look at that. Yeah, just imagine you could only eat liquid. You would be so infuriated. Like, if you've ever had your jaw wired shut from, like, you know, being hit by a lightsaber on a planet that's covered in molten lava, then you would know that it's rather infuriating to only be able to have liquid things, you know. Hello, Demonic One. Hello from New Zealand. Hey, New Zealand. Yeah, in Plague Inc., New Zealand is always one of those holdouts. Are you kidding me? Adamanta Ray is telling me that Ewan McGregor's brother is in the RAF as a tornado pilot using the call sign OB2. Yeah. I'll be clear that frequently, or sometimes when I write bug reports on things, I will refer to off by one errors as Obi-Wan errors. How many Twinkies would it take to destroy Kerbin? Well, Kerbin is roughly, you know, is 1,000th of the size. So yeah, it would only need to be 10,000 miles long, unless you just wanted to, you know, glass the surface and make it uninhabitable, in which case things would be a little easier. I haven't had, so some people are talking about Elite Dangerous and having strange problems with Super Cruise. I have not had that issue, but I have heard that people have been having this, so I don't honestly know. Let's go back to 100%. Let's actually go to this little bit throttle. Okay. Should probably slow down. Wow, I like how this thing just completely bleeds off speed in ridiculous ways. Breaking a lot of glass windows there. I'm trying to find a good place that I can try flying this down some streets, but man, it moves too fast. There's a way. There, right? That street there. See that? I'm going to try going up that street. Okay, so I got to turn it around. I'm just going to do this over the top. Half loop. Well, you know, I don't know if Darth Vader really needed hate. He was just, you know, he had been manipulated. Oh. Okay, here we go. And yes! Uh-oh! I like how... Oh, like how that survived there and fell through the ground. I'm not sure the collision meshes are working here. Okay, it's an Emelman. Yes, I will give the Germans proper credit. It's an Emelman turn. Revert to launch. Oh wow, Nick Peck is... I'm jealous of him because he went to the US Space and Rocket Center yesterday to see the full-size Saturn V, and there aren't many things much bigger than a full-size Saturn V. I mean, really, that's pretty badass. The camera focus is messed up. I'm not sure the camera focus is messed up so much as the camera is crap. I can take a look at it, but I have been tweaking it. No, okay. I'm gonna try that again. Okay. Wait a second, did I... Hi! Hi, Needles Jet, the double-sized sider. Okay, let me just take a look at the camera since people are like, it's out of focus. Look, so we'll bring up... You can't see what's going on here. I wonder if this will show what's going on. Oh, wait a second. It's apparently taking control of everything. Configure, advanced settings... No, there's no way for me to adjust focus. Great. Webcam control, autofocus. Dude, I could... I don't know if that's better or worse. That's... Ooh, wow, that looks a lot better. That looks worse. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Save. Okay. Let's try this. How does the full screen look? Oh, that's sharper. Hey, look at him. Hey. How many Twinkies would it take up to blow up Jewel or Kerbal? Lots. Really? Lots. The next SpaceX launch is going to be from Vandenberg. They have filed air traffic or FCC documentation which shows that they are going to have a barge deployed. We're not sure if they're going to land on the barge, but they certainly have that option. Okay, and we got to change the window capture again. Hold on. Refresh. It's not working. Kerbal Space Program. Go for it. Yes, there we go. Make a rocket launching. You know actually what? Yes, that's what I want to do. Is I want to make artillery to shell this town. That's terrible. I am a terrible person. I want to be like some Middle East, some dictator that figures out how to. Could I try to blow up Kerbin? No, that's impossible because I am not Danny. Nope. Okay. Try that again. Now there. Oh, there's the way to go. There's that. That's the long street there. Okay. Okay, let's slow this thing down a little. What I'm going to do... Chase cam. Okay, so we're lined up with this. I'm going to do it at slightly lower thrust because I'm looking for this exact thing. Okay. So we want to try and get up this street here. Yeah! Woo! Woo! Oh, that was so awesome! That felt really good! Oh my god! Oh my god, that felt really good. And we actually have a quadcopter like sitting right there. Look, we have a quadcopter right here. We're flying that around in the park. Oh, I gotta say, we're flying it in the park. We were not flying it in the backyard because the backyard of my backyard is within 5 miles of Oakland Airport, and I didn't want to bother the control tower by having these guys having to deal with these guys. Have I heard of No Man's? No, I've never heard of No Man's Sky. Nope, nope. Could you please explain to me what No Man's Sky is? Because there's no way that I could possibly have heard of this game. Okay. I'm gonna see. I gotta totally do this. That was, oh man. I've not, so ham and eggs, I haven't flown a Redstone rocket in Orbiter. I've flown a Redstone Orbiter rocket in what's it? It's called Wings of Mercury. Wings of Mercury. Okay, so here we go. Oh. Now this thing is not stable, particularly stable, but I'm gonna try and fly a little slower. Okay, where is this street? There's the street here, right? Let's see if I can get it down the street once again. Yeah, okay. It's really hard to make that first turn. Oh, I'm really liking this. Okay, let's actually, let's try this again. Throttle. What I need to do is bind this to a thing so I can accelerate off the runway a little faster. You know, maybe I can do it from the inside. Okay, here we go. Oh wow, it's so hard to do this from the inside. There we go. There we go. There she is. There she is. Okay, so I gotta... Oh, crap! Oh, the wingsuit. I don't think this build, this installation has the wingsuit. Where am I? How far did I get? Yeah, I guess. So I just want to see how far can I go down this street. Is there a better street for me to race along? Like that one, then I have to pull out there. What about this one? This one here. That's pretty good. That gets me... Yeah, so if I can fly down that. Okay. No beer tonight. Okay, so let's revert flight to spaceplane hangar. Let's try to build something small. I don't think I have the wingsuits on this, right? Load albatross. No wingsuit in this one. No. Maybe I should do this plane because no, this plane is even bigger now. Let's try to build something really, really tiny. Let's try to build the teeniest, tiniest plane that I can that should be able to do this. So what I'm looking for is aerodynamics. I'm going to use the pre-cooler because it contains intake and fuel in one sexy combination. Oh yeah. The turbofan. Yeah, we'll use the turbofan here. Okay, now I just need to put on some wings. And what we're going to go for with the wings is super hugging, figure hugging. We need figure hugging wings. Not that. Not that. That. We need two of these. Okay, let's put on my center of lift, center of mass. Center of mass is way forward. Actually, no, I can just put on thingies. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put on like some little lift control surfaces at the front. Delta Deluxe winglets for the win. Oh yes. And the center of lift is there. I wonder. I'm forgetting where all these controls are. Earth, Elevon. Okay, this is doing pretty good. How many Twinkies does it take to reach the mass of the star Rigel? That's a very good question. So let me try and do this in my head, right? So the mass of the sun is 2 times 10 to the 30, right? The mass of a Twinkie is 40 grams, so that's 0.04, right? So there are 25 Twinkies in a kilogram. That means there's 50 to the power 30 solar masses. That's 5 to the power 31. The mass of Rigel is what? 10 solar masses? I don't know off the top of my head. But let's say 5 times 10 to the 32. Right? There you go. That's my guess. And of course, 5 times 10 to the 32 is a big number. There, we'll do that. Oh yeah. Okay, now we just need to get this off the ground somehow. We need wheels. This is not going to fly very well at all, but that's okay. I'll put these on the side here. Oh, that is just... Wait a second. Okay, I gotta take you off for a minute. Pardon me. Oh, I gotta put 2 of these on, obviously. 2 for the price of 1. We're selling the wings and sets. Build your plane today at half price. Okay, this is like, we're gonna call this the Urban Flyer. I'm gonna try flying this. How many Twinkies does it take to consume? Oh, okay, so someone's figured it out. It's actually 35. Sorry, it's more like 15 to 20 solar masses. So yeah, I was pretty close. Let's see if this thing... Oh, it totally takes off. Now I'm going to throttle back a little because I want to have it fly a little more... It does kind of look like a car, doesn't it? I wonder how my yaw control is. Ah, it's got decent yaw control here. Okay. So I need to come around and figure out which street it is that I want to try. Have I tried the new Freelancer in Star Citizen? Yes, I have. Did you see my comment on Twitter about its visibility? No? So the Freelancer on Twitter... Oh, sorry, the Freelancer in Star Citizen is like driving like this. It's like you've got an old... You know those suits of armor where you would just have the slit to look out? That's what you're flying. It's like, I am a space trucker. Obviously, your space trucks don't need great visibility because they are space trucks. Space trucks. We call them space trucks. Okay, this thing is flying stupidly fast. I gotta bleed off some speed before going down the streets. You know, I wonder, like, wait a second, maybe I should cheat. Maybe I should cheat. Like, slow-mo, slow-mo. Oh, yeah, look, here's how I do it. I'm just gonna fly down this street in slow motion. This is not officially part of Kerbal Space Program, I'm sure you'll be happy to know. So what I've done is I've put the time warp down to 0.01 so I can actually try flying these daring maneuvers down the streets of Kerbville. I don't think it's called Curb Down, it's called Kerbville. Okay, so... Okay, I think I'm gonna have to pull out. Oh! Oh man, that's so fun to watch this. Hi, I'm just gonna turn it this way. Point. Hello! I think this deformable part thing is really interesting, but the tires need fixed. That's really interesting. Revert to launch. Hey! I think this is a pretty solid game. Solid plane, I have to say. I mean to say solid in that it's crashing. You know, actually, hold on. Brake. You know what I want to do is I want better light, because this is a problem. We're gonna put on the brakes. Oh, you found your... I had to do surgery on my X52 over Christmas because the detente in the throttle was acting up. Okay, I'm gonna throttle back, stability control on. Oh, look at this. It is totally like a flying car. Let's try doing this again. Oh, yes. Okay, throttle down. Okay, I'm gonna use some sort of... Oh, crap. No. I thought I had the time acceleration thing. Okay. Cancel. Resume. I'm just gonna brake. Time warp again. And save. Yeah, someone's talking about another space sim where you don't have viewports, you only have cameras. That's something called Rogue System, and it hasn't had an update since November. There's one guy working on it, and it is a pretty cool project though. It's just like super space switch nerd simulator. I think it's great. I'm totally happy for this. It's yeah, DCS spaceship is how I describe it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Man, this thing is going so fast. Oh. I like that. You see how he bounced off the wall there? They put the landing gear right on the wall. Oh my, that was so funny. Right, let's try this again. Oh, that's my funniest moment. Okay. I'm gonna throttle a little lower this time. No, Star Trek is nothing like any... Oh, you know what I needed to do, actually? Hold F9. Yeah, I was literally driving up the wall there, yes. So, come on, what were the awesome things that people got for Christmas? What were the awesome things? Someone has blacked... The insurance agency is like, So how did you get black tire marks on the front of your house? Are you sure you didn't just paint them there? A wall climbing car. We have actually done that before. Okay, I'm gonna fly super slowly here, right? But it's still gonna fly really fast because it's like... it has such epic power to rate ratio. What's more interesting is this has some really powerful side slip behavior here. Okay, here we go. Okay. And we're going for it. Oh yeah. Just like Beggars Canyon back home. And when I say beggars, I mean homeless people on the street asking for money. Just kidding. Yeah, look at this. Woohoo! Okay, ready? Ready? Right turn! Okay, it didn't work. That was a terrible crack about beggars. I'm really sorry. Yeah. That's not so bad. So I gotta find that other street that's gonna go all the way through. This one here is narrower. That's the thing, right? But I gotta, and it comes up, and then there's like a turn I can't do there. I guess I'm just gonna keep trying entrances until I find one that works. This one here, just after the thing, right? River flight to launch. And now I'm on TV. Okay. Oh, wait. Ascendant Daniel connected a chunk of Times Square LED billboards to Wi-Fi. This is something that you're paid to do, right? It's not you hacking the Times Square billboard Wi-Fi, because that would be pretty cool, but I wouldn't be boasting about that in a public channel unless, of course, you weren't expecting me to tell the entire world there, in which case I've screwed your cover and you're probably going to get arrested soon. I don't know who the developer is. I found it on Kerbal stuff. Oh yeah, I can't show you the Kerbal stuff thing, can I? Okay. Let's VV chase cam. At least we should be able to get off the ground here, right? This is like the lowest thrust I can do on this thing. Okay, so we gotta turn it around. And I can't really flare too much because that will cause it to lose too much airspeed. oh, look, we've managed to break one of the tires. Should probably try and get off the ground before I hit this. Wait, did I run through all my fuel there? What the heck? That didn't make any sense at all. Okay. I thought I had more fuel than that. Okay, let's try this again. Liquid fuel. Why did that thing run out of fuel so quickly? Yeah, this deforming mod is on Kerbal stuff, but I don't really know if it's any good. I'm just giving it a go for giggles, basically. Okay. Fuel's a little cheap. The X52 or whatever. Yeah, I definitely... I've never one for paying super amounts of money for joysticks. So the X52... The thing was, what happened was I met the developers in like at GDC, and they were using the X52, and they made me play Elite with an Oculus Rift and an X52, and I basically was like, I can't afford an Oculus Rift, but I'll totally have to have this joystick. There we go! Yes! Beggars Canyon back home! Beggars Canyon! Okay. Oh! Yeah. Look, I'm actually on the streets instead of on the ground underneath it. You can EVA. Oh, wait. No. For a second he fell out there. Let's take a look and see what we can see around here. Well, we can see some bizarre glitch there. And... Toot-gom. Yeah, the poor guys, I was forced to hang out with David Brayman and talk nerdy stuff, and he made me play this Oculus Rift thing with a joystick, and yeah, it's a really hard life. I'm serious, like, buying into the Elite Dangerous Alpha was the best decision ever for me. It just, so many awesome things came out of that. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, the Oculus, I wasn't able to order until I got into work, and by then the delivery date was May, so I will not be able to cover Eve Valkyrie when it launches. I'm feeling very sad. I mean, at least I made the argument that, technically I could argue that the Oculus Rift is a business expense, but yeah. Yeah, it's a really hard life that I can, claim tax relief on buying an Oculus Rift, therefore potentially reducing the cost by about 30% or something. Because I will actually need it to cover a number of games. That's the thing. It is legitimately a business expense. It's not like some tax dodge. But all the same, I'm gonna have to wait until May before I get it. Yeah, buying the Elite Dangerous Alpha was one of the best decisions I've ever made. That and DJing at that party where I met my wife. That was a pretty important decision, which really made a big difference to me. Oh, really? I'm out of power already? Come on. How am I running out of power so quickly? Cheats, infinite fuel. Oh, crap. The thing has fallen through the floor. Okay, we need more thrust here. This is not supposed to happen. Come on! Oh god, this is getting worse. Okay, I think we got it now. Ready? Full throttle! Full thrust, as Elon Musk said. Whoa! Oh. I was clicking in the wrong window and I didn't have any control. Okay, yeah, we should try building a missile launch system or something that can shell the town. No, we shouldn't. I want to try flying. I like flying through the streets. This is fun. You know what I'm going to do? Cancel. I'm going to do F9. Sorry, resume flight. We need what we need is automatic ragdoll deployment on these. Okay, so we've got infinite fuel. Yeah, okay. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Oh, man, this town is actually a lot of fun to have. I just wish there was a decent canyon that I could travel all the... Whoa! Yeah, okay. And once again, fall through the mesh. I've no idea what is involved with this, but I do really like it. I do just think it is a little glitchy. It's more than a little glitchy. It's horrifically glitchy. Okay, let's try building a rocket launcher. Okay, so new. So I guess what we need to do is we need a cockpit. What we're going to do is have a bunch of things ready to fire, huge numbers of things. Does that make sense? Lots of things firing things so that we can do things for things. Aren't you glad that I'm not Neil Armstrong? Could you imagine me that's a something for a man and whatever for... What do you call lots of people? Oh yeah, mankind. You see, that would be me being Neil Armstrong, right? He was very, very... He came up with some choice words. Mark 1, liquid fuselage. Okay, there we go. Okay, so no. We're going to deploy some of these on the side. I'm going to deploy some of these on this side, some of these on this side. And we'll put wheels on. Wheelie wheels. I can never find the fast one. What are these? Oh, these are science cams. Okay, we don't need those. C and D. Okay, so that's me got that. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, Scott, you moron. So now we need our launch system here. So they will be attached like that, and then attached kind of like that. There we go. And then we'll put some. We'll use the decoupler couplers. Oh, okay. And we'll just start out with fleas for now. Flea's a jolly good rocket. Flea's a jolly good rocket. Flea's a jolly good rocket. And so says Werner von Kerman. And so says Werner von Kerman. And so says Werner von Kerman. Flea's a jolly good rocket. Yeah, never mind. I know I need to make time. People are asking me about the tournament that I had planned to have time to offer, and then things all went wrong, and I was a terrible person, and I should be derided by the community for failing to live up to expectations. I just say bad things about me forevermore. I don't mind. I can understand. Okay, you know what? Maybe what we should do first is create one of these with RX. There we go. In fact, what I'll do is these. These are much more like it. Ah, yes. That is truly the ordinance of a professional. Didn't work. Professional, whatever. Okay, so what we need to do is fire this and then fire that a second. Am I having a good night? That's a relatively, like mortar. We'll call this mortar. Oh, am I building a Metal Gear? I don't think so. Someone's asking what tournament. Basically, back many moons ago, I was like, hey, this BD Armory thing's awesome. We could build AI spacecraft and have them fight each other. And I asked all these people to send me planes, and I did one video, and then I completely ran out of time, and I am a failure. Okay, we get ready? We're going to fire. Oh, yeah, okay. These might be going a little fast. Oh, well, maybe they'll hit the island. I'm really curious as to how far this will go. I did like the launch system on that, though. I thought that was pretty good, the way they actually rotate so the rockets spin. I don't think we need to spin. I think these are they only need spin stabilization if they go beyond the atmosphere, right? The spin stabilization is very important in sounding rockets because they become like incapable. Yeah, we're just shelling the whales or whatever's out here. Okay, revert to spaceplane hangar. Those rockets are far too powerful. So let's just cut the amount of fuel down. Let's try it one more time. How many Twinkies would it take to create a... So actually, you could create a black hole with... I'm not sure actually how many. You like... Basically, you have to imagine that if you take a Twinkie and it is allowed to collapse under it, if it's large enough to become a star, right, then you basically can treat it as a star which is high in carbon and oxygen, right? Which is actually what white dwarfs are. White dwarfs are essentially stars that are evolved, and most of their mass tends to be in carbon and oxygen. Some of them have neon in them, by the way. But carbon and oxygen, it turns out that sugars and fats are dominated by hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen, with nitrogen being in there as well for proteins. So it's not so ridiculous to model it as a white dwarf or an evolved stellar core and then have it collapse into a black hole. Here we go! Okay, let's see how this does. Not very. I think they're going to go too far, or maybe they will fall back to the ground. And they're still going. I think we're going to be shelling. Oh, maybe we just might get it within the city limits here. Oh yeah, look. Oh yes, we're going to hit somebody here. Some poor townspeople. Bay! Look, we demolished that building, and of course the model actually responded by being demolished. I don't actually care that this model has holes in it or really bad collision mesh. I'm just really happy to have a town. That's pretty cool. Now, revert to spaceplane hangar. No, we could use a higher launch angle, or we could let's just try cutting down another, tweaking the fuel just a little more, seeing how this does. Right? You could in fact treat a 1 solar mass Twinkie as a white dwarf, mathematically speaking. It would initially have a period of hydrogen burning early on, I would imagine, but very quickly it would burn through that, and you would then have a white dwarf. Okay, stability control, and fire! Whoa! Now where is this going to land? Do you think this will land right in the middle of the town? Well, I don't know. Yeah, whatever happened to Curb Town? What happened was Curb Town just kind of stopped. I was really disappointed because I thought they had a really good plan on that going ahead. You know, they got modelers to do different things. Well, this is pretty good. Like, right into the middle of the town. Oh, look, that's a subterranean blast as well. That caused serious damage. I have to say, I mean, I obviously have to apologize to anyone that is living in a town being shelled right now. This is not very educational, but it is, quite enjoyable. Would a gooey white dwarf in the center with a yellow... Yes, it would be a gooey white dwarf. You're exactly right. Okay, now we need a ton of these, right? Revert flights, spaceplane hangar. I don't think it would take thousands of years. It would probably take a lot more. Okay, so what we're going to do is try to add more of these things. So I think I'm going to do this. Okay, now I'm going to take the translate tool, offset tool, move it this way. Yes, okay, we're going to move it like that way. So hopefully those things will stay apart. But also, I shall rotate this whole structure just a tiny, tiny amount. There we go. So that's 4 of these things. And I guess I can grab this now and copy it. Copy it. Okay. Not the way I expected. You know what? Let's actually put some more bits in here. This thing is probably going to fall over as soon as I try to drive it, truthfully. But that will provide its own entertainment. As we all know, this is Kerbal Space Program, where we are prepared for entertainment in the form of things that don't work. I mean, of course, space in general is a deals with things that potentially... What the hell? We've lost our attachment node. Yay for the Kerbal building engine thing. Okay, we'll just do that and then turn this around. Sometimes you can be so infuriating. I don't know why I bother playing this game. Okay. There we go. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope. No, yes. Okay. It didn't copy on the other side, damn it! Ah! Ah! I messed that up probably. Okay, so anyway, what was I doing? I'll take this, flip it around, flip it around. No, I'll do that. Yeah, that ought to provide decent dispersal for maximum town destruction. Okay, we gotta strut this thing, strut our funky stuff. It's probably, you know, the reason why we weren't getting doubles is because I'd accidentally turned off, or something had accidentally turned off symmetry. Whatever. Thems are the breaks. And we have to deal with them. Yes, okay. Yeah, look, the symmetry on that thing is just going nuts. Whatever. Launch. Yes, everything will fall into anarchy. Well, almost. I mean, I've been doing quite a few things which lead to anarchic behavior. Let's just bring the sun a little higher, so that they can see the shells falling from the skies. There we go. Da 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 dun dun da da dun 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 da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh yeah! Look at this. Weapons dispersal commencing. How many of these do you think will land in the city? I think these will. I'm worried about these ones over here. Hold on. Got those ones, those ones, those ones, those ones, those ones, this one. Oh, they're all hitting! Yes! Nice! So now I should watch that from the car again. Oh, I should have saved before launching it. Yes. Did I see the new Star Wars? Did you see that I made a video describing the new Star Wars? Paul 118, it was my most popular video in a long time. I basically posted this video talking about how much energy it took to destroy a planet because I'd seen the new Star Wars and needed to make some commentary about, you know, why the heck are they doing this? Okay. We're ready to go. Deploy. I'm just going to watch the destruction from afar. Ready? Okay, now if only I could see where these things were in the air. Oh wait, F4, haha! We could try dropping an asteroid in the town, but that would be terribly... I will point out that I probably only have about 10 minutes left, so dropping an asteroid on the town may not actually be possible, given that... Well, that was really anticlimactic. And what the hell was with that high-pitch sound? I need to bomb the city from orbit. That's right. How do we get an asteroid into this space center? Resume flight. Let's take a look in the space center and see if we can. What do you mean? I spoiled? I saw the movie on Christmas Eve as well, and that what I said did not spoil the movie for anyone. I'm sorry. If your movie was spoiled for you, whatever. Okay, where's a class D, B, C, E? Okay, no less than 18 meters in radius. Let's do this. So what we gotta do, so here's the thing, right? So I'm gonna, have I tracked this one? Track it. There, excellent. So we can just edit this thing into position. Let's actually just do that. Let's actually bring it around. Time warp. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. I tell you, I thought, as I said, I thought the characters, Abrams does characters well, and I thought he did the characters great. I'm really, So I did a spoiler cast with the Orbital Podcast people, which should be out some point, so you can actually hear more about what I thought about the movie. We have some interesting discussions. I mean, just because I joke around about the physics of Star Wars doesn't mean that I'm not like a big fan. Okay, we're gonna come back out of this, and oh, look at this. Oh, look, Valentina Kerman's still sitting in this. Look, it's just a jump to the left. Look, Valentina's still sitting there. She's been sitting just watching the, Jebediah do his thing. But the reason I'm doing this is we're F5ing. And now that means I can go into my saved games and edit this. Because rather than actually trying to try to fly up and rendezvous, I've like 10 minutes at most before I have to get up to, do things. So we're going to edit a save file. Save file. Okay. Edit with Notepad. You guys can't see any of this, can you? You have no idea what's going on, do you? I wonder if monitor works. Oh, look, you can see... look, I can click to this mode. Star Wars is fantasy. I like to call it high-tech fantasy, right? It doesn't actually care about physics, but it uses all the trappings of science fiction to have a grand adventure with, no reference to reality. Who cares? We love it. Okay, so I'm looking for the asteroid, which has reference 1. Is this at 1 here? Potatoroid. Okay, this'll do. Is this the one that I actually was tracking? I should probably check. Map. Come back out and find this thing. Unknown object, view and tracking station. Which asteroid is this? Oh, it doesn't actually tell me anything. Oh, it's OUJ 832. So OUJ 832. There's. We know that's a class E, right? So now we're gonna change its parameters. So I'm going to put it into a 400, and the eccentricity is going to be 0.99, and we're now at periaps, so that's probably going to kill us instantly. Inclination is going to be 0 for now. Actually, what I need to look for is a bit of debris, and we'll use that. Landed Osprey debris. That's a pretty good thing to start with. So we'll just copy these parameters, right? And that's the asteroid. So we'll replace these. So that will put it roughly where that thing is. We'll move a little higher up. So we'll move it up to like 30. Eccentricity, inclination, LPE. That's good. Let's actually see. Wow, it's really like... Wait a second. Solid booster. Is this solid booster? No. I'm looking for all the bits that I crashed into the city. I don't even... What did I call that launcher type thing? Mortar! Yes, I'm looking for mortar. O-R-T-A-R. Mortar debris landed. So find next. Mark II cockpit. So this will be like over... Hopefully it's not the thing. What is it? It's a solid booster. Okay. So this is actually the thing we want to steal from, right? We want to steal these parameters. I think that should put it... Oh, wait a second. That one's kind of bust. Mortar ship. Is this the only one that survived? Really? Okay. Well, whatever. We'll steal these parameters. Well, I don't know what to do. The dudes at MIT did not accidentally make a lightsaber. They made something. It's not a lightsaber. It's not a lightsaber. Don't you dare call it that. Okay. So, I'm just trying to think out what this has. Valentina Kerman in it, right? So what I should do. It's an Ares 3A actually. ARS. Okay, the cockpit, Mark 1 cockpit, Ares 3A ship landed. So what we want is to have its parameters being the same as OUJ, right? You want to be really close. I'm going to copy these. ARIS. And I'm going to make it just like 200 meters higher up, right? So that'll be, make it 1, 0, right? Let's see how this works. Oh, this has landed. It needs to be orbiting. Suborbital. It needs to be suborbital. Landed false. Landed at. Who cares? Okay, so I need to fix OUJ. I think it needs to be suborbital. Let's just see if this works. Let's go to this and fly it. How many Twinkies would it take to power a lightsaber? I have no idea! Okay, let's try reloading. Oh, I've broken the save file. Clearly I've broken the save file. Well, so much for that. Landed at... Let's just do it. Let's replace it to orbiting. Sub... Oh, it's match case. Fine, next. Let's just do that. Save. Landed, false, false, false. Numbers, numbers, numbers. Eccentricity. Okay. F9 again. Oh, there. Okay, so I was obviously doing suborbital wrong. No, there we go. And the asteroid is just there, right? So she can like totally EVA out. And this is where I wish I should probably change my numbers. Because, oh, that's it there. So let's go to bottom layer. Turn on the light so she can see the thing as it falls down. I should probably ignore max temperature. Otherwise, she will burn up in the atmosphere with this thing. Do you see the giant rock? I don't think it's going to land anywhere near the city right now, but we can maybe tweak that. So what I did was I basically teleported it several hundred meters above where the space center was. And then I teleported her thing to be similarly high up. You probably can't see anything, but there it is. There's an asteroid falling to the ground. I'm moving about 1.4 meters per second relative to it. And we shall just stay close to this thing. The main reason I want to stay close to this thing... Oh, that's the thing. No. I can only have her... Oh, it's starting to go down faster. No, you don't! No, you don't! It's going to land slightly to the west there, obviously. Because that's what you'd expect. Like, there's the Ares falling past it as well. I'm, like, thrusting down as fast as I can. This rock is falling faster than a speeding bullet. Still, I think we're pretty close here, right? So all we need to do is put, like, a test object in the right location. Then we can do the save edit, and then we're set. I wonder if once I get close enough, if I can change to these things. No target. No, they deleted it from the game. Okay. Okay, but that's pretty good, right? So, okay. So we're kind of there, right? We just need to do some other things. So, resume flight. Let's, well, you can just go to the Space Center. It'll forget. Leave. The new PC is holding out fantastically. Oh, Okay, so we need to do a few things. First of all, we need to wait until morning, right? Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is... Oh, it doesn't show us it, but what we need to do is put like a test target there, and then hopefully with the rotation of the planet, it'll drag everything over there, right? So let's build our thing. Could we edit Kerbin to be sitting in front of Kerbal? Yet you can do that in HyperEdit, but I'm not doing that in the save file. I guess all we need is an Eris. That'll do. And we'll launch that. Oh, actually, you know what? What we should do is load the dove from above, right? So the reason why we're going to use the dove from above is because it has a mixed mode engine. So we should be able to fly really fast. We should be able to like fly all the way down with this thing here. But I'm going to fly over to the other side of this city, get the save file parameters, and then we'll save, and then make sure that it's sunny and bright, and everybody's got a happy day. I've got infinite fuel enabled, so, you know, whatever. Ooh, let's just try buzzing the streets. I like how these guys have like a giant radio dish next to them, and the radio dish can't actually turn all the place it's supposed to. I have not had any driver issues at all. Then again, you know, thing. Okay, here we go. Gonna bleed off speed. I'll come around. And then we're gonna land right here. Maybe not right here. Okay, we're gonna kinda land here. Now where is that? That's not quite where we needed it. Okay, let's throttle up the engines again. Yeah, we'll move it that way just a bit. Oh yeah, we're just gonna move over very slowly until we're like right in line here. What we need to do is place it so that the thing is just above, right? We'll make it like 10 kilometers up maybe. That's what we'll do, right? So I guess that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to make it just 10 kilometers above the city. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, but you can't do it. No, it has to. We have to place it higher than the atmosphere because the asteroid will despawn otherwise. So I need to do this. I need to do this over here. Sorry. Over here. Just kind of cruising along here. Don't worry about us. We're just spotters for artillery or something like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's break that there. I said break. No, not going to break. Let's switch the engine mode here as well. Toggle mode. There. Now we are in closed cycle mode. Okay, so now what I want to do is go to the Space Center, and we'll take a look at the persistence file. This is where it gets really complicated, right? Actually, we should just save it. We'll just save it, and we'll bring that asteroid back. There you are. We'll load that. Fly that again. F5. Oh, bit of a glitch there. Okay, so now this will say, oh, yes, reload. Yes, I will. Please reload. But you know what? Okay. So now what is it called? An Osprey? Osprey debris. Osprey debris. Osprey debris. What type of plane is this? Oh, it's a dove. That's what it is. The dove from above. That's right. Okay, Mark II cockpit on the Dove. So what we're going to do is move this. Again, we're going to take the semi-major axis and add a little to it. And then we're going to copy all these parameters onto an asteroid, right? And we'll do this orbiting false. And then we need an asteroid. Here's an asteroid. You'll do. So we copy these numbers in here, right? And we'll make it about 100 meters lower, right? So all I'll do is cut this number to 6. And then maybe this will work. Can I pull up the editor and work? Yeah, I have to do this. So there you can see it there. The problem is that they changed Open Broadcaster so you can no longer tell it to track a window. It's like hooking into the DirectX or whatever, and you get, if you put something in front of the window, it doesn't display it. So you have to go into monitor capture, but monitor capture no longer tracks windows, so it's really frustrating, right? I used to do this all the time. They should fix this. Top right, we're ready to go. I've saved it, and I'm going to F9 it. I'm not using Shadowplay. No, Shadowplay I'm unable to get to work in any reasonable manner. It's been kind of lame, in fact. Okay. So we're now falling towards Kerbin from 80 kilometers up, as I predicted. This is where I wish I had reaction control system here. Okay. There, I've just fired the engines just a little. And what we're going to do is we're going to follow this asteroid down until it dies. Or something like that. We're going to chase it. That's the idea. And I might end up falling faster than the asteroid, in which case I will need to make some adjustments. But this is going to be a fun ride. This is going to be really fun. I'm going to enjoy this. It's like falling down with an asteroid. This is where I wish I had some lights on this aircraft, so I could see better. I should probably have flown it around the light side. Oh crap, wrong side. I'm going to do this. Put the gear out to this. Oh crap. What the heck? Why is this? Am I out of power? I'm out of electric charge. Great. I should probably add infinite electricity as well. There we go. Okay. Now I'm firing my engine just a touch, and now the asteroid is getting away from me. But that's okay, because I have engines that I can chase after this thing. Isn't that cool? Oh yeah! Oh man, this is gonna be so much fun. Okay, I'm gonna flare a little. And I gotta keep close to it, that's the thing. Oh, this is so awesome! Whoa, and we're a bit of a spin here. Oh no! We're losing her! It's gonna hit that city! Actually, it might not. It might totally miss that city at this rate. At this rate, and the thing is though, at least I'm going close enough that I should be able to... Oh wow, this thing is totally losing control. You know what? Wait, there it is there. It's still over there. It's 3 kilometers away. I think... I might still miss this. Good lordy. Okay, I'm gonna just fire the engines. And get some control over this thing. And get close to it. I think the aerodynamics on this asteroid are just very strange because it's moved all the way over there and there's no way that should have happened. Why is this asteroid going sideways? That makes no sense at all. This asteroid should be like falling instead of gliding. Like, what the heck? So I guess you need to somehow make an asteroid pilotable. I'm not sure how to do that by editing the save files. Yeah, this thing is just moving further and further from the space center. I wonder if we can harness this for this power for good or whatever, for awesome. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's finally running out of energy. Looks like it's going to land near the water or something. Like, I'm moving at quite high speeds here. I wonder if I can fly under it. No, too late. I messed that up. Still. Oh yeah, okay, so I ended up 13 kilometers away. So this asteroid just ended up moving sideways for several kilometers. I think asteroid aerodynamics and hydrodynamics might need a bit of work in Kerbal Space Program. Oh well, nothing to do here. We know what we gotta do. We know what we gotta do. We gotta try flying down some streets. We could try reloading. Let's try reloading. Why not? So the thing is, if I make it spawn inside the atmosphere, hold on. Let's just take a look. Is there a thing that it says type space object? Maybe I need to make it type ship, right? You think that'll work? Type ship. Name, Asteroid. Is there anything else that makes it flyable? Landed, fast UT, preset, control true. Maybe let's try this. Control true. Let's try that. Resume flight. Let's do an F9 to reload it. Yeah, it says it's just like a piece of foam, right? So let's see if I can. Oh, look, I can switch control to the asteroid by changing that. So if I F5 it now, right, here's a cool thing. Okay, oh wait, I've got time acceleration enabled. Standard physics warp. Let's do the standard physics warp again. So we're falling. Let's watch the speed, the surface speed of this thing. Now this one actually seems to be more sane. Oh no, look, there it goes. There it goes. It just starts to go sideways. Oh man, that's kind of funny. You know, in the old games, you know what, actually there is a way to fix this, by the way, right? All we need to do is go into physics and drag. We could disable drag. Okay. Let's try F9 reloading. Yeah, we should bring up the aero overlay. We can do all that stuff. I mean, we can do that from the thing, but display aero forces in flight. Yeah, we could do the global lift multiplier. Lift and body lift. We can nuke all that stuff, right? Okay, let's try it now. Oh, yeah. Let's try it after I've fixed the physics warp. There we go. Now we can watch this thing falling. Now I shall no longer have my plans for asteroidal destruction foiled by the atmosphere. Here we go. It is falling straight and true. Unimpeded. Yes, unimpeded by the air. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Boom! Yeah, okay. I like how it's just kind of rolling around. Oh, that's funny. I wonder what happened to that plane that I left near me. Yeah, better buoyancy was originally ferrum. Oh, look, it knocked a big chunk out of the side of that building. Listen, guys, I need to get stuff done. I have many things to do. It's been great having you guys around. I've really missed just farting around in Kerbal Space Program. But I have to go. see you around sometime. Until then, watch all the videos. Watch the Twinkie video. It's hilarious, right? But yeah, until then, I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.